12.1 PTR is out. The Fire Mage tier set is available for testing, and it sucks. Let's see if we can fix it. I am Savit, otherwise known as Placement. I am a Fire Mage player, and I think I've got a very quick and easy way to adjust Blizzard's 12.1 Fire Mage tier to something that is both engaging, gives us a better profile, and it just plays better. All right. So our 12.1 tier is pretty straightforward. It's a Pyroclasm themed tier. Pyroclasm, for the uninitiated, is a capstone, currently a capstone talent, way down here, okay? That makes Consuming Hot Streak, has a 50% chance to make your next non-instant Pyro or Flame Strike cast within 15 seconds deal. This is 230 additional damage. This is currently affected by the tier and this talent, Sunfury Execution. All right. So, chance to make your next Hot Streak if you hard cast your Hot Streak spender, i.e. Pyro or Flame Strike. It does a lot of damage. It does a good bit. All right. So, 2-set makes it automatically crit. And the 4-set makes the reduces the cast time and adds another 25% damage bonus to that 230. So this is effectively making your Pyroclasm casts hit about 10% harder, right? This sucks. This sucks. Why? If it automatically crits, it is going to incentivize you to hold Pyroclasms in combustion for outside of combustion. Because if it's automatically going to crit, whether you spend it inside bust or outside bust, you'd rather just exhaust all of your fire blasts and spend as many hot streaks as possible inside combustion and only start hard casting Pyroclasm if you have no other things to cast. And so we're just going to be sitting on these and pressing them during filler. I think that's very unintuitive. The 4-set makes the cast time shorter and gives us a little bit extra damage, but what this does is it just turns Pyroclasm into a glorified fireball because it's a slightly longer cast for significantly more damage than Fireball does. But it's just like, okay, every so often I interrupt my Fireball casting to hard cast Pyro and it takes a little bit more time and that's it. All right. So we can fix this very simply as well. And we can do it in a way that improves Fire's profile as well. Right now, Fire suffers from a serious lack of priority damage because around 4 to 5 targets, depending on the scenario, it is already better to Flame Strike in that situation. And Flame Strike has no prio components to it, right? So, easy fix. Here's how we do it. Number 1, step 1. But in Dragonflight, Legion onward, Legion Dragonflight, Pyroclasm existed, and it could only be consumed with Pyroblast. Flame Strike did not work, all right? Step 1 is revert Clasm to only work on Pyroblast, right? Now our big nuke is limited to single target, and even if the tuning on Flame Strike makes you want to Flame Strike for hot streaks at 4 or 5 targets, your Clasms are still going to be single target, but we're going to make them hit hard as fuck so that it doesn't feel bad to cast them in AoE, right? That's the goal here. So, step 1, revert Clasm to how it was before midnight, and make it only affect Pyroblast. Boom. Step 1. Step 2, 2-piece. Make this Pyroclasm damage bonus not the 25% that's on the 4-piece. Make it like an extra 200%. Okay? And don't touch the cast time. We want to make this hardcast Pyro take a while and feel very rewarding. We want you to feel like you're charging the Kamehameha right here while you sit and charge this Pyroblast stuff that's going to hit hard as hell, all right? If it was 200%, then we're looking at a 450% damage bonus for Clasm. And that means the average Pyro is going to hit probably around 450, 500k. That sounds really fun to press, doesn't it? All right. Now for the 4-piece. Let's do something a lot more interesting than just messing with the cast time. Here's the kicker. Casting Pyroclasm counts as consuming hot streak. This takes Pyroclasm, and there's a lot of just dead talents or interactions that are just turned off because it's hard casting, and now it makes certain talents and parts of Fire's kit work again. The first part of it is that it's going to make Hot Streak work for Klasm, and that means double ignite. Okay, so normally a Klasm actually has a lower percentage of ignite. It's just going to be base mastery because it's not Hot Streak, whereas your pyros and your flame strikes actually technically apply double mastery because of the way Hot Streak works, right? So now we apply the normal double mastery percentage of ignite to our Klasms. All right, so now that single target nuke that we talked about, it's also applying, you know, probably between 30 and 40% of its damage as ignite based on how much mastery you have. Ooh, now we got some cleave off of that big, you know, 500k nuke that we're throwing. It also takes some talents in the tree that are just absolutely dead when it comes to Klasm and makes them good again. All right, one is something you already take, which is Inflame, makes that Hot Streak ignite bonus 25% better. Now it interacts with Klasm, sweet. It also makes Klasm have a chance to proc itself, which is pretty sick. You could potentially end up chaining these, and that sounds awesome to me, right? So we got a 15% chance to proc Klasm off of casting Klasm. And all of a sudden, Pyromaniac, casting Pyroblast or Flame Strike with Hot Streak when Hot Streak is active, has a 6% chance to repeat the spell cast at 50% effectiveness. If the way that this works is how it reads, that means that we have a chance to repeat our Klasm nuke at half effectiveness, 6%. So we're playing the lottery, but dude, imagine proccing Klasm off of, Pyromaniac off of Klasm, and you just send another hit at 50%. That sounds awesome. Because this side of the tree hasn't gotten touched at all. All of a sudden, that makes that talent way more attractive, right? So, in summary, by doing this, we get profile. Or excuse me, it improves our profile to where we actually get prio damage again. And we get all the benefits of applying Hot Streak with Klasm, and that is going to be better synergy with the rest of the tree. And that's all I got. I hope this Blizzard sees this. And if you like this, tell me. And if you think it sucks, tell me that too. All right? If I'm cooking, I need to know it. And if I need to get out of the kitchen, you guys should check me on that. But if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. You like and subscribe, yada yada, and hopefully we get some changes soon. We're due for a defensive rant, but I'm gonna give Blizzard another week before I uncork that one. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Take it easy.